Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Everything Kratom, the podcast about anything and everything Kratom. Great to have you with us on this Monday morning, hoping all's well with you out there today, as always. I'm on the move in case you can hear some air flowing behind me, so my apologies. Today I wanted to talk about the sun and how I feel like when I'm sitting in the sunshine and I've taken Kratom, it's like the effects of the Kratom feel so much stronger. Or at least recently that's how it's felt. I don't know if it's always been that way for me, but I feel like it has. Thinking back in my memories, I'd say that that's the case. But what is it about that? I have a theory. But before I go into the theory, talk a little more about it. When I take any sort of Kratom, it's red, green, or white, but reds, I don't know if I've taken reds often enough to the point where like the sun is still up when I'm taking a red, because usually that's like an evening thing for me. But greens, totally. When I take a green variety of Kratom, and I'm like out in the sun, and this is like specifically talking about sitting in the sunshine, okay? This is talking specifically, this is more specific than I thought. This is talking about specifically sitting in the sunshine, nice sunny day, it's morning, and it's late morning. Mid to late morning, so it's gotta be like 10, maybe 11 a.m. sunny day. And I'm sitting, I'm not walking around. Because if I'm walking around, this might happen, but usually it doesn't. But if I'm just kind of basking in the sunshine, the heaviness of a green becomes amplified. The weight and it's not the sedation aspect. It's just the weighted part of it that I've talked about a lot of times before on this show. And then the effects of the greens are like much more apparent. But the whites are actually the star of the show on this one. So whether it be my Indo white go-to, or if it's something completely different, if it's like even if it was like the lightest of light white horn, which I always talk about how like I don't really take that one on its own. If I were to take white horn on its own and then to sit in the sunshine, I think the effects might actually be on par with like taking another white that I would consider like, you know, a comparable white to Indo white or to white Borneo or something. Like the sun amplifies the effects of whites like no other for me. Taking white Indo and just sitting in the sunshine, I don't think I've done that much, because usually white Indo for me is something I'm using to get something done. So I'm not like taking it and then going and sitting down in the sunshine. But let's just say if I've like taken white Hulu, for instance, I've done this before. I might have even done an episode on this before. Taking white Hulu and then sitting in the sunshine, I think that's how I really discovered like how the effects of white Hulu are interesting to me, and how, you know, like how they stand out to me is not just through using it in any given circumstance, but like taking white Hulu and then just sitting in the sunshine. It feels like the vitamin D, and this is getting into my theory, or something like that. Whatever the sunshine does for us, it's like it's activating every aspect of how the body is functioning and making it work better. that is not grammatically correct, but that's exactly what I mean. It's not making the body work more, not making the body work better. It's like making the body work more better. Like, how do I explain this? Taking Kratom makes my body do something. My body does something, I notice what it does. This is like sitting in the sunshine's making it do that thing, whatever it might be when it comes to Kratom, better. But it doesn't I don't know if that's clear, if it even matters. Take from this what you will. I don't actually care. So yeah, more better works for me. Regardless of what the heck that means. It's like it makes the effects stand out and are more apparent to me, and that I experience them a lot more fully. And I'm wondering if it's because the sunshine is like giving my body a boost, I guess would be another way of putting it. I feel like the first way is more accurate, but less understandable. Anyway, so I really enjoy taking Kratom, sitting in the sunshine. Here's the one downside for me. When I try and get up afterwards, which, you know, I can easily do, but when I try and get up and hop back into life as I see fit, it really is difficult. It's like it's easy to get up, but it's difficult to get back into things. It's like I kind of put myself into a trance or a haze or some sort of thing, so that, you know, I stand up, everything's fine, I start walking over, I'm trying to do my thing, whatever it is. But that thing, for some reason, is just much more difficult to get myself to do, or to get into it. Not motivation-wise, but like it's almost as if the weighted aspect, or like, you know, maybe this would be like what one might consider as the opioid-esque-ness of Kratom. It's like the heaviness, the weight, the slowness, like taking away all the speediness of a white. Like it kind of does that. It takes away all the speediness of the white for me. And then when I try and get back into the flow of whatever it might be, if that's what I'm doing, it's like I'm doing it, but there's not the boost or lift or speediness or stimulant type of aspect of the white that's there to help me like it normally is. So that's kind of interest to me, because it's almost like the experience is super pleasant. I really enjoy it. But if I'm taking a white, which seems to be most affected by this situation, it also seems to take away the aspect of Kratom that I'm trying to get from a white. It's like the stimulant aspect is the thing that I'm trying to get from a white normally, and that's what it takes away. So it's like a pleasant experience, but it takes away the thing that usually I'm trying to get. A little conflicting, but I still really enjoy it, so thought I'd share. All right, everyone, that's all I have for today. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks so much for listening. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.